Germany certainly mistreated many people with forced labor or the concentration camps, etc. And money alone is never enough to give the people back what they lost. But with apology and financial compensation, which sounds stupid, I know,
Right.
but Germany has tried to do just that.
I mean, most of the Dutch people are already dead. I mean, I met a guy who was also in camp in Indonesia, and he was a pilot for KLM for many years, and he had a good life after the war. But he was really angry, and he said the Dutch government doesn't care about us, and they're waiting for all of us to die. The Dutch POWs get a small pension, but it's always in danger of being reduced. My mother has to justify every year her income for that year to the Dutch government. She once moved money from one account to another, and the Dutch, they cut her pension for that amount. It's really stupid. I mean, it's her compensation for losing 4 years of her life from 12 to 16 for the Netherlands. I mean, money can't bring back anybody or bring people back to life, but I think it's really important to bring back the dignity of these people so we can say, hey, your suffering was not in vain.
What would the ideal compensation, not just financially, but what would you like to achieve with this project?
My wish is that we can build a real memorial with all the names of the Dutch victims on it, and Japan could apologize. I mean, they have sort of, but not really, and they could donate money so that it could be built. We really need to get people's attention. Basically, this CD is not just a musical CD, it has a purpose. Whenever someone buys the CD, it gives us more backing or support so we can reach out to more people. A lot of people watch stupid reality shows with people with breast implants and just because they're bored, so this is a chance for some people to do something good. I mean, the music had to have a certain level, but it was important that it told the story. I have to say, since the CD was released, I've received nothing but positive feedback worldwide. People are really interested in this. The Americans, the Dutch, the Germans, of course. I'm happy to have this opportunity here with you. This is our mission to tell the story. For instance, my grandmother was the main character and was a very interesting woman. She had a very interesting life. She was very strong-willed and brave. She had her own opinion. She traveled throughout the world at 17. She also made it possible for all these photos on the CD and more that they're still here. There was a trunk of photos that my mother still has, and my grandmother, when the Japanese invaded in the mountains, she gave it to a Chinese woman and said, "Keep this for me, because I don't know how long I'm going to be gone." And after 4 years, this woman still had the trunk. She always thought ahead.
You're also well known in Japan. Has there been any feedback from young people there?
We have lots of fans there, and I'd love to go there. Not to point the finger at anyone, but to go there as an ambassador. My brother and I and the band, we do many workshops around the world about jazz and music, and we would really like to go there and tell this story, because it's never been taught in the schools there. Young people in Japan don't really know anything about what happened.
That was the case in Germany for many years, that the Holocaust was...
It was denied. I believe in Japan the people are becoming aware very slowly. This happened 65 years ago. I mean, for me, it's really important that all of the survivors who are still alive, like my mother, her best friend Edith, they're still alive. They have the chance to get back their dignity and to know that it wasn't all in vain. This is my ultimate goal.
And this is the point where we'll hear a piece from you, so we can have an impression how a world-renowned guitarist presents world history with music.
This is the title track, Batavia. There are actually two versions. The first version is the opening track featuring Russell Ferrante from the Yellow Jackets on piano. This piece came to me very quickly in a hotel room, and I knew that it was related to my family's story. This is Batavia Reprise. It's a slower acoustic version, which actually ends the record.